Yeah, my wonderful people, viewers and subscribers all over the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. Happy New Day and happy Monday, happy new month. It shall be well with all of us. Make on hear this important information. Wait there before me. This one is early. Okay, let me call this one a Monday morning broadcast coming from Okute Daily Talk, where we always speak to the undiluted truth. Abuse the Nigerian army unlawfully and illegally military conviction of abducted Igbo citizens is a travesty, according to Edward Buba, who is a spokesperson for the so-called Zoo Nigerian military. This one is period to the allegation leveled against the Zoological Republic of Nigeria Army by IPOB Nigeria, or DOS, as you may choose to call them, or Family Writers International, over the abduction of Igbo youths from the southeast, then took them to north to face trial, even when they have not committed any offense, and their human rights have been violated, not giving them access to their family, access to their phones, or even access to any reputable lawyer to stand for them. So after the allegation, these are the response from the so-called at the headquarters terrorist Nigeria Army. So make on calm down to listen to this very important information. I will be right back to treat other matter. I beg, like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. Abuse in Nigerian Army unlawfully and illegal military conviction of abducted Igbo citizens is a travesty. According to Edward Buba, the background of it all, the term Nigerian Army refers to is synonymous to the recognized lawful army of a country. This army is so referred due to its uniqueness and differences from other armies such as rebellion army or rebels, or even a private army saddled with the responsibility of keeping a place or region safe. A national army is founded on patriotism and rule of law because it has a transactional agreement with the fellow citizens, according to Edward Buba. Sole operational establishment and objective of such an army is the defense of compatriots and territorial integrity. Are they doing it today? The answer is zero. Such an army will never, regardless of whatever reasons, attack, kidnap, torture, maim, or kill a citizen without due diligence and legal empowerment. Such an army is the admiration of the citizens and commands total respect from them. Introduction. An army that brutalizes, humiliates, abducts, tortures, and even kills fellow citizens is not a national army. The Nigerian army is the case with many other establishments in Nigeria. Was founded to defend the colonialists. It is adopted from the British colonial forces of West Africa. Here, the term army represents the armed forces with special forces on the land force or the army. The Nigerian army is still cosplaying and displaying colonial mentality. For example, it is common during a colonial era to make every NIGGE guilty, let me not use that word completely, by association for an alleged crime of another NIGGE. Hence, it is a common to raise a community, mass abduct defenseless civilians, cross descent, or use naked or brute force to quench a demand, because their loyalty lies with a few local power grabbers and their foreign sponsors. They see their fellow citizens as expandables, representing democracy. However, since Nigeria is a democratic, it is to be stated clearly that the role of the army or military in a representative democracy is noted or rooted in the supremacy of the civilian institutions. By this, it is well established that Nigerian army lacks the authority to try a civilian in a military court. If it is a taboo to try civilians in military courts for all the years Nigeria was under military rule, from the first coup d'etat in 15 January 1966, how then can it be sanctioned or subscribed in 2024? Usurpation of function, according to the Edward Buba. We call you here to explain what your men are doing to the Biafrans, and you are here writing a long episode. That is the question and the problem with the so-called zoo. When you ask them A, they will answer B. Usurpation of function. The revelation during a recent broadcast on Biafra television by Mazi Chinasa Nworu, a member of the Directorate of the State of Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, that Nigerian Army has court-martialed and convicted many members of the Indigenous People of Biafra, including Emeka Ngonade, is a red line that has been crossed, and this must worry every sensible person. It doesn't matter your politics. There should be a uniform condemnation. It is bad enough that this army engages in acts of lawlessness. What is worse is keeping mute in the face of such egregious unlawfulness. For the records, the Nigerian army has no business rehabilitating someone for having a different political opinion. Nobody has to be abducted, tortured, rehabilitated, convicted, and jailed for their political opinion. More so, the real question is, why are Boko Haram terrorists who engage in wanton destruction of lives and properties pardoned and absorbed into the society on red carpets? Why those asking for referendum are abducted, tortured, and jailed? For goodness sake, self-determination is not a crime. A call for referendum is not a call for war. In conclusion, for as long as there are reactants, there will always be an end product. Social justice, corruption, nepotism are the social reactants fueling the demand for referendum. Until the demand is granted, a byproduct called insecurity will be prevalent. No amount of brute force can crush a violent people. Such an action only justifies their demand. In this case, Nigeria must divide, and there is nothing anyone can do about it. You can take that to the bank. The Nigerian army and their collaborators within and in diaspora must know this and know peace. Hashtag Free Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Hashtag Free Emeka Ngonade. Hashtag Free IPOB members. Hashtag Free Biafrans. Family Writers Press International bringing this news to the table. Edawe Mumu focus on the country. Paul Okoye slams Joe Igbokwe, who is always out there bad-mouthing his own kinsmen. Popular Nigerian singer Paul Okoye, aka Rude Boy, has slammed All Poverty Congress APC chieftain Joseph Igbokwe over his statement on the rift between him and his brother. Peter Okoye, according to Nigeria News, report that Igbokwe had earlier berated the brothers for failing to bury the hatchet. He wondered why the elders in the singer's family have failed to reconcile the deal. Igbokwe wrote, "So shameful that the two twin brothers, Paul and Peter, cannot work together, cannot love one another. They cannot trust each other. They cannot think together. They cannot reason together. They cannot forgive each other. They cannot manage their wives. They cannot manage their success story. They cannot control their emotions. They cannot manage their internal contradictions. Even their wives could not help matters. What about their parents, their brothers and sisters, their nnochie, etc., etc.? This is shame. It pains me to no end. Now are there no elders in the family? This is success without brains, education without character. Make shame catch us more now. When gold rust, what will iron do? Ndiara aku ekwe awon were. Hey, I put that here myself. Reacting to the statement, Igbokwe statement, Rude Boy took to his social media account to slam the politician. He advised him to focus on the situation in the country. According to my brother, he said, Joe Igbokwe, Waka, your papa, Edawe Mumu, focus on the country. Where you put mouth, scatter. People are hungry. Now waiting they tell this elder where the mumu car torn pieces. Fuel subsidy reversal would have swayed protesters off the streets. Ohaneze faults Tinubu's speech. The Apex Igbo Social Cultural Organization Ohaneze Ndigbo has faulted a nationwide broadcast of Bola Ahmed Tinubu saying that fuel subsidy reversal would have ended the nationwide end bad governance protest. Okute News reports that in a statement issued on Sunday by East Factional Secretary General Okechukwu Isiguzoro, Ohaneze commended Tinubu for addressing the economic challenges facing Nigeria. The group, however, that the economic policies outlined in the speech were promising and could potentially address the long-term economic hardship in the country. The Igbo organization stated that Bola Ahmed Tinubu should have focused on an immediate challenge of addressing the protesters' demands and preventing further chaos. The statement reads, the anticipation of the resumption of protests from August 5th to 10th, 2024 is a cause for worry, as the protesters are demanding immediate action from the government. Bola Ahmed Tinubu's speech had the potential to sway the protesters off the streets if there had been a pronouncement of the reversal of fuel prices or any of the demands put forward by the organizers of the protest. The economic policies outlined are commendable, but the immediate challenge is how to address the protesters' demands and prevent further chaos. We are aware that there are local sponsors in conjunction with international conspirators who may be waiting for an opportunity to escalate the protest into violence. The Southeast region is not a target for protest, but the Northwest, North-Southwest, and the Niger Delta regions are vulnerable to further unrest. Bola Ahmed Tinubu has the opportunity to address the demands of the protesters through other means and prevent the situation from escalating. While the implementation of the economic policies may take time, immediate action is needed to quell the protest and prevent any further destabilization of the so-called country. Ohaneze Ndausa calls on Bola Ahmed Tinubu to consider making a pronouncement through his media aides to address the demands of the protesters. A reversal of the fuel prices or any other gesture of goodwill towards the protesters could go a long way in restoring peace and stability in the country. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has the chance to demonstrate his leadership and resolve in addressing the concerns of the people. It is not too late to act and prevent any further escalation of the protest. We urge him to take swift and decisive action to save our democracy and give the government the opportunity to implement the promising economic policies outlined in his speech. So, my people, I don't hear them. Now here we go take a break. Like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos coming your way. I still remain your one and only Amanda Neze from this end. Kemesiano, my people.